Hey everybody, General Motors Jeff here, and today I'm actually inside the showroom that I work at here at Pro Chevrolet in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. And listen, I know that I'm normally a truck guy. I'm normally showing you Silverados and Sierras, but today I want to do something different. And I want to show you a car, and if I'm going to show you a car, what better one to show than this one behind me right here. This is the 2021 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray, and what we've added to this one is the Z51 or Z51 Performance Package, and that is what we're going to look at today. So here it is in the awesome torch red color with black wheels. This is the 2021 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. And what we've added to this one, or what our client has added to this one, is the Z51 Performance Package, or for my American friends, pardon me, the Z51 Performance Package. Now, why don't we start out by this and showing you this. The key fob. So there's the key fob there. A little newer design for the Chevrolet. Obviously, since the Corvette came out last year, they've been using this. Obviously, there's your lock unlock in the middle there. You're going to see that's your remote start button, and then you have the button over here on the right hand side for your trunk, and the other one there is for your frunk, because we actually have storage in the back and the front of this. So actually, the front of this Corvette will lift up right here for more storage. So although this is a high performance car, a sports car, it actually offers a decent amount of storage. And why is that? Why is there a trunk or a frunk in the front? Well, that is because, if you didn't already know this, and I'm sure most of you do, of course, we have the engine in the back. And there's many different reasons for that, and we'll talk about a couple later, and we're gonna talk about what you're getting with the Z51 package in this as well. But like I like to start a lot of my videos by doing, is talking about the sticker price and how we have this specific one priced out. Now, keep in mind before I show you that window sticker that this is Canadian dollars, because I am in Canada. But let's look at that right now. So as you can see right here, this one's trimmed out at a $95,318 price. Now, this is a Stingray 2LT, and if you're not aware of how this works, there's a 1LT, a 2LT, and a 3LT. So this is kind of in the middle of all of that. Doesn't this car just look fast standing still though, honestly, right? But let's talk next about what you get when you get the Z51 package. All right, so technically it's actually the Z51 or Z51 Performance Package, and that is because you are getting a couple of different performance options. So first and foremost, let's talk about what's underneath. I was gonna say underneath the hood, but it's not. What's underneath the back of this car? That is a 6.2 liter V8 producing 490 horsepower, 0 to 60 time in less than 3 seconds. What a phenomenal car this is for under $100,000 Canadian. There's not many sports cars out there that you're gonna be able to match that price with that performance. Let's just talk about that. Now, but when you get the Z51 Performance Package, you're actually gonna up that horsepower by another 5. So when equipped with the Z51 Performance Package, it's actually 495 horsepower. And that's due to a couple things, because right off the bat, you are gonna get a performance exhaust with the Z51 package. What else are you getting with that? Well, you're gonna get performance brakes. And in this particular case, this customer has decided to go with the yellow brakes, which I think look really cool on this. The calipers, they definitely stand out with that yellow, with that red and black contrast there. So again, the suspension, sorry, not again, but you're gonna get performance suspension with this one. Performance brakes, performance suspension, the exhaust, different rear axle, and an electronic limited slip differential is also another component that you get with the Z51 package. And then on top of all that, you're gonna get this rear spoiler here, the Z51 rear spoiler, as you can see, and you're gonna get the front splitter, which is down here. So again, a little bit in terms of looks, but performance. But mainly, again, that Z51 package is more performance driven than anything else. And let's have a look at some other things. So as far as the outside of this right now, you got 19-inch front black aluminum wheels on this one. And out back here, we're gonna have a 20-inch rear. Obviously, a wider tire back here, aside from the wheel size difference as well. This particular person has also ordered it with the GT bucket seats, and it also has a carbon interior trim, and we're gonna go inside next. Actually, before we go inside, do you even know where the door handle is on this thing? Check this out. Part of the design of this is so you don't really see the door handle. It's kind of a sleek way to enter. And actually what it is right up underneath here, yeah, you probably can't see it, but there is a little rubber there. And when I push on that, it'll open it up. And before I sit in here to show you some of the inside, I just want to show you what the GT seats look like. Pretty cool, right? And then we also have the awesome red seatbelt. I like that little touch. I think the colored seatbelt looks pretty slick. Again, this has a carbon interior to it, so you're going to see those components, along the door, and then so obviously inside and around the gauges and things like that. And then you also have your Bose stereo system here, memory seats. There's your buttons for your trunk and your frunk down there, your lock and unlock button, and the button to actually get out. All right, but next we're going to actually sit in that cockpit. All right, so I wasn't kidding when I said I was gonna sit in the cockpit of this car, because it literally feels like you're in a fighter jet inside this thing. Everything is geared towards the driver and angled towards the driver. Maybe not as for the passenger, but I don't care because I'm the one gonna be driving this car, right? All of your heat controls, your heated seats, cooled seats, all that kind of stuff is along here, which looks really neat. You have electric shift, which is up over here. So there's no gear shifter in this, but you do have your paddle shift here. Obviously this one is auto because you can only get this car in auto. There is no manual option, no standard, only auto. Right here you have the awesome 8-inch color touchscreen, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that fun stuff. In here you also have the rear view camera mirror. If you haven't seen this before, it's pretty slick. GM came out with this in the Cadillac a couple years ago, and it's HD rear view camera. You can adjust some of the things. So you can adjust the brightness of it. You can adjust zooming in and out, and you can also adjust the brightness of it too. So if you're driving late at night and you don't want it to be too bright, you can adjust that also. So anyway, rear view camera mirror. And if you don't like that HD view, which does give you a wider field of view, it actually is really nice, especially because you don't have much window behind you in this to see out of anyways. But if you wanted to go back to a regular mirror, you can do so. But see what I mean? What are you even going to see out that? Not much, right? So this rear view camera mirror is actually a godsend when it comes to this, aside from, of course, you have your backup camera, but this is always on all the time streaming. All right, so what else I like about this, obviously, is check out that steering wheel, right? That squared off steering wheel looks so slick, so sporty. You have all your controls here at your fingertips. Again, like I say, with the paddle shift there. You have your heated steering wheel option here, all your Bluetooth stuff, your cruise is over here. This here is going to give us, scroll across different information up on the screen. Okay. Speaking of the screen, it's all digital, so you can definitely it's configurable to how you like it. And speaking of configuration and configurable, check this out right here. That Z button, pardon me. It's hard to see right now with the reflection, but when you do press that though, it's gonna give you different drive modes. So you can save specific drive modes when it comes down to steering, the exhaust sound, if you have the magnetic ride control, and you can adjust the suspension. And so all you have to do is press that button when you're in certain conditions, and it'll go to that kind of driving that you like. This also has the heads-up display, so you really are gonna feel like a fighter pilot. I don't know if you can see that. You can sort of see that little zero right there. Obviously much more clear when you're sitting in the vehicle, not on camera. But it does project your speed and some other information right up there on the window, so you don't have to take your eyes off of ahead of you, and especially in this car with the performance of it, you certainly don't want that to happen. By the way, I'm not going to do this because this isn't my car, but this top will come off here. Actually, it'll look like that Corvette over there. Which has like the T-top, so you can see it's almost like a convertible where that kind of top comes off down the middle, right? All right, so that is the inside. Let's head back outside for a moment. So there you have it, the 2021 C8 Corvette. By the way, the reason we call it C8 is because it's the generation after the C7, which is this one right over here. That silver one is the C7, and obviously we have a couple other C8s in here. But again, the Z51 C8 Stingray 2021 in the torch red color. Of course, if you have any questions, message me, call me, email me. As always, thanks so much for watching.